It is called America's Game. Army and Navy hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Tradition, pageantry. It's a game like no other. One in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the privilege to sing second. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Army's offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Black Knights are marching down the field. Looking for a man, it's Daly. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Plows through the defense. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Black Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Navy's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Horvath. Makes the grab on the left. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This offense has a second down play. Here comes the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Goes to the option. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field, to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move and looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Got it set up on the outside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Spits it out to the back. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Black Knights are in the red zone. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Bulldozes his way through. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You've got to be able to gang tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss, and you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. And Navy will go back on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop fumble and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Dropping back, it's Horvath. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body...
And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. Handoff to the fullback. On the move at the 30. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Floats it out to the running back. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. And he's got it inside the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Second down coming up. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. On the move, it's Washington. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now improvising. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's caught! Touchdown, Army!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, there are rivalries, and then there is undeniably the most meaningful rivalry in sports. And the battle for the chance to sing second in today's Army-Navy game has been a sight to behold. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
And the Black Knights will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Past the first down marker and still running. Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Daly. He's right on target. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Black Knights have this offense rolling. The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
And Navy will go back on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points.
And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, midshipman!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Zings it complete to the right. Nice move to keep moving. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll run the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by and that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Navy will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The option look. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Horvath. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for the room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And here comes the Navy offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Dropping back, it's Horvath. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes...
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. Now Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. The offense starts with a short field. They'll go to the fullback. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Daly. Looking left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dances away from the D. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Navy will go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Going up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Unloads to the wideout. almost had the completion, just missed it. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Big fullback's got it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Black Knights come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Calls his own number. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.